Hello, everybody. My name is Drew, and today we're going to talk about texting keywords. So what are texting keywords? Well, they are automations that you can set up so that if one of your contacts sends an inbound text that contains a word, whether it's just that word or it's found anywhere within the text body, you can make some cool things happen. And it can really be a very powerful automational tool that you can use for your business. So as a couple of examples of how you could use this, for instance, you could set a keyword to the words sales guide. And when somebody sends in sales guide, they'll automatically receive a text response that includes a link to an email template that you have created, or I should say an email template landing page that you've created that contains that sales guide that they are interested in. Or you could also use something like sales promo as a keyword that if they send that in, they'll automatically be added to a contact list that is used as a VIP marketing communications list that they'll receive special emails from you that contain special deals and things like that, which they're interested in. And of course, anything like this can also just help you to gauge what the interest is with your audience, the things that they find compelling, and so you can also really, and also you might be surprised sometimes who these people are that opt in for things or engage with these. And you might also find that texting like this is something that your audience is really receptive to. So let me go ahead here and share my screen and show you how to create this, because it's actually quite simple to create these keywords. So it's really all about just the ideas behind them and creating the content. So naturally, this does require a texting subscription. So if that's something you haven't done, go ahead, create your texting subscription, create a number, reach out to us if you're unsure of how to do that, because this is a feature that is for texting subscribers. So you'll find this under automation, and in the left sidebar, you click on automation, and then you click on text keywords in the automation sidebar under the workflows section. So you click on that. And now you'll see a list of all your texting keywords. You'll notice that there's going to be a bunch already here. And there are going to be the opt-out and un-opt-out keywords, because these are ones that are like regulations require that you have these, like, of course, stop being the classic one for people to opt out. But what we're talking about here are these custom ones that you can create. So you click on the green create button in the upper right corner to create a new one. You'll say what the keyword is. So in this case, let's just say spring promo. Next, you have to, so this is going to be the keyword that your people can send in to trigger the automation. Next, you can see process if, and we have a toggle here between two choices. One of them is whether it's going to be the entire inbound text that matches the keyword that'll trigger this, or if the keyword can be found anywhere within the inbound text. Like 9 times out of 10, you're going to want this to be the entire inbound text that matches the keyword. So if it's a very, very specific keyword that people wouldn't naturally use in a sentence, unless they're really going out of their way to say this, then you might be able to get away with this. Keyword is found anywhere within the inbound text. So what this means is, like, if somebody says, like, hey, I'm interested in the spring promo, that might not necessarily mean that they actually are looking to, like they're sending this message to you specifically because they were prompted to send the keyword. It might just be something that they're naturally just inquiring about. And so, but this keyword would be triggered if we have this chosen of keyword is found anywhere within the inbound text. Whereas if its entire inbound text matches the keyword, then what you specify here must be the entire message that that's received. Moving along, we've got keyword action, and here's where we decide what happens when this keyword is received. So we've got a bunch of options here, like trigger text reply. So here you can select any of your text templates, and you can also go down here and set any kind of delay that you might want to have, or also if you want this to only be sent within certain hours of the day, you can choose that right there. Now you can also use this option right here. Instead of selecting the text template, you can select simple reply. And here you can just simply draft what message you want people to receive when they fill out this keyword or when they send in this keyword. So this allows you to not need a text reply, or sorry, a text template in order to use this. We've also then, we can choose down here, trigger email reply. And as you can see in these parentheses, contact must have email address. Because naturally, just because somebody is sending you a text doesn't mean that ViPod necessarily knows what their email address is. But if they, on their contact record, have the mobile number that is sending in this keyword, and we have their email address on that contact record, then you can choose an email template that'll be sent to them when they text in this keyword. We've got add to series. So what this means is that when somebody sends in a text keyword, you'll send them a multi-step series, which could be like a whole nurturing campaign that they might receive. Anything where there's multiple steps there, go ahead and make a series template for that, and they'll receive it. Now, of course, remember that just like before with the text templates, if they're going to emails, you need to make sure that anybody that's texting this in has already had their email address associated with their texting number. Remove from series. This is quite handy if, when people send in a keyword, you want them to stop receiving in a series that they are currently receiving. And then lastly, I'm a big fan of this one, add to contact list, which, as you can see in parentheses here, it'll trigger an automation if this is associated, or if you have an automation associated with contacts being added to a contact list, you can have something else take place there. So let's just choose a contact list here. So this is kind of like, this is how you could use that example that I gave earlier. People texting in spring promo, therefore you're going to put them on some kind of VIP marketing list where they get special deals or something along those lines. This is how you could make something like that happen. They text us in, therefore they get put on that contact list, and perhaps you have an autoresponder associated with that contact list, so that they could receive a notification saying, "Great, thank you so much for texting this in. You've been added to this list." So there's a lot of cool automations that can take place based on these keywords being set up. Let's just walk through a little bit of what you can see on this page. So first of all, we've got a filter here that can be used to filter these down to different keyword types, like opt out or remove from series or things along those lines. Add to series. You can also filter based on if it's alphabetical or create date or update date, things along those lines with that other drop down. And when you hover over each keyword, you can then choose to edit the keyword, like if you want to change what they receive when they send in this keyword, you're able to do that right there. And there's also a delete button with a little trash can. Again, when you hover over the row, you can delete any keywords that way. Awesome. Well, that's about it. As you can see, it's pretty simple and straightforward to create these keywords. The bulk of the work is going to go into the ideas behind them, creating any content that you need people to receive, and just managing them basically. So of course, if you have any questions about any of this, by all means, reach out to us. We are more than happy to help. Thank you so much.